Today has not been what I would distinguish as a good day. Yeah. I'm sure even by the time I even consider uploading this, it'll be official. It'll be done. Cristiano Ronaldo will be playing for Manchester City on probably a 2-year deal. And at first I thought I would come in here, be all guns blazing, be loud, be over the top, try to get some kind of viral moment. I don't even know. Just out of initial anger. But I am just sad. I mean, I've just been here. I laying there. I'm sad. Um, which I guess is what City fans want. So, congratulations. But the reason why I'm so sad is because it's something that you will never understand. At least probably for the next couple of decades or so. That the impact that a player like Cristiano Ronaldo can have on a stupid American who didn't grow up with a first-hand experience or knowledge, even, or just love for the game of football. But you won't know what this currently feels like because you've never had anyone of that scale even be able to do this to you. You're like I don't even know. You're like the little sister. I I don't even I can't even think of a right analogy. Like you're like the little sister that goes and chases after the older sibling's boyfriend just to get at your older sibling. That's what this feels like. This feels like nothing more than just a middle finger because we got the money to do it and we can't sell out our stadium, so we need the shirt sales. We need the ticket sales. Um, Pep doesn't really want him. Pep wants to use Gabriel Jesus as your striker, probably until he leaves to go coach a national team. So I don't expect you to know this. Your position in world football is to kind of just be the cocky, loud, happy-go-lucky. You're just mad because they hate us because they ain't us. Kind of throw money at everything attitude. This sucks. Whenever I got into Manchester United, even before I became like a full-fledged, diehard fan, whenever I, an ignorant American, thought of football, there was only two players that I well, Manchester United was the club that I knew was just the club. Even if you didn't know the sport, if you didn't even watch it, you just knew that whenever you saw that logo, whenever you're at a friend's house and you're playing FIFA or PES, you know that Manchester United was the team, and you knew growing up that Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney were the guys. And even before I got deep into football, before I even bought my first FIFA, uh, or any of that, I had that. I had them too. I had affection for other players that you would see in the World Cup and tournaments and stuff. I personally love a bunch of Brazilian players, Kaká and Ronaldinho and stuff like that. But over that was Wayne Rooney and Ronaldo, and It sucks I didn't get to truly experience in the moment the kind of stuff that he did for the club in the moment. I really wish, I mean, time machine, there's really no situation for that to even happen here. But even now, not having experienced it in person, secondhand, this really hurts. Really hurts. You know that they have the Messi and Ronaldo debates. You know who's the goat, blah blah blah. And to me, I was always a Ronaldo guy, and the tiebreaker in my head was United guy. On top of everything that he's done, to me, he felt like I had to go to bat for him because he was my, he was my guy. He was plucked and chosen to be the next person up by Sir Alex. Just by chance. Just by chance of a scheduling, a friendly or just a match scheduling. The chances of that happening, and Sir Alex going, this kid with the busted teeth and, this Portuguese kid, he's insane. He just lit us up. We need him. And for all the things to fold together, for him to come to Manchester United and do what he did, and then go to Real Madrid and do what he did after, improving upon what he did at Manchester United. And to then come all this way to stab the club that plucked him and baptized him to be the next person up, stab him in the back. Stab him in the back. Kind of that whole thing where how disappointing athletes are to meet in person. Because not only are they just people, they're usually like annoyed with people. Like I also grew up idolizing Shaquille O'Neal from where I am and everything. Shaquille O'Neal's a big thing in my hometown and in my state and stuff like that in America, and I always just loved him. And there was always this thing about how, he's this funny, loving kind of great character, but if you meet him in person, he's his thing is like no pictures, blah blah blah. It can tend to be like a disappointment. And I always thought that was like, dang, that kind of sucks. But this, I don't even know where to begin with this. I spent so much time defending you. I know you're watching this, Cristiano. I spent so much time defending you with the preface that you were my guy. Despite all the terrible things people said, all the terrible things that were alleged that you've done, I still would say you're the greatest, you know, player of all time. Even whenever arguments were better than mine, that Messi or anyone was better than you, still you. Still you. But now I feel like I just wasted my time. I feel like I just spent all that time, all these years building you up in my head. And I feel like a lot of people are going through this right now, especially in the Manchester United uh, fandom. We spent all this time building you up, especially all the summers we've been linked with you to return to us, especially this summer where it seemed like it was actually a chance of it happening. Spent all this time building you up. and you just want to go and tear us down like that. This is just truly awful. I I wish I could even be uplifting, do a bit, have some kind of funny anecdote, something. I got nothing. This just sucks. It sucks. I think back to the videos of Sir Alex waiting after matches, post retirement, to see you, to hug you, to be like, my boy, that's my boy. You know, I took you in and look at you. I'm so proud of you. And then the club that put you on the main stage. Granted, you did the work, you had the talent. No one can take that from you. But they lifted you up, and that man chose you. And all of that doesn't matter that he's not the manager anymore. He goes to all the games. They show him in all the games. He might as well be the manager. All that means nothing now. All the quotes about, never going to Man City because it's not about money, it's about passion. That's what matters in this sport is passion. It's not about the money. And you would never go to Man City because of what it would do to people like me who supported you and stuck up for you. You know, this, I assume at some point this meant something to you. Like that jersey that you wore, you did amazing things in. I can't even look at it. I can't even look at it. Because it just means nothing to you, doesn't it? What do you give to the man who has everything? Who's done everything, achieved everything in his profession, the money, the cars, the women, children. What do you give to that man to then get to the point where he just wants it all at the risk of everything? He wants it all. So you tell your agent, go talk to Man City. I want out of Juventus. Go talk to City and get this deal done. Because let's not hide anything. Your manager isn't having these conversations without your approval. So you want this to happen. If you wanted to come to Manchester United, if you truly cared, and if it was about passion, it was about loyalty, it was about all of these things and all these notions and stuff that you claimed meant something to you, you could put out a tweet. You could tell you can tell your agent, call up the Glazers, whatever, and tell them I want to come back. Knowing the Glazers, they'd probably say thanks, but no thanks. You're a bit expensive, and we already got our shirt sales for the summer, and we need a midfielder. We're not going to get a midfielder, and we're done. We're done with the transfer market. We got 2 signings. We sold a lot of shirts. Even though one of the signings technically was should have been a previous year signing, but still, we got the shirts sold. That's all that matters. If he wanted to come to Manchester United, he could have made that call. But as far as I've heard, that never happened. As far as I've heard, Cristiano Ronaldo wants to go to Man City. And as far as I know from that, is that none of this ever meant anything to you. I'm sure in the moment, and somewhere down the line, whenever you're older, you're retired, you're sitting back at a villa, just looking out into a vineyard or something stupid. I'm sure you'll look back at this moment and go, that was the choice where people flipped on me. Where the people who really, really loved you most loved you more than Real Madrid fans, loved you more than Juventus fans, the people that followed you from seeing you go from that broken jawed, broken teeth, just kid off the streets, more or less, to where you are now. Up until this week, we always supported you. We always supported you. And now, you just ruined that. So this is the moment. Like I said, by the time I wake up and even consider uploading this, the deal's probably already done. I'm sure City will send in their official bid. And this is just another nail in the coffin. Sucks. It sucks. It really does. And I have nothing uplifting to say from it. If Manchester United truly wanted Ronaldo, they could try to get him. But we ran by the Glazers. And we're not a championship team. We haven't been a championship title club for a decade. All that matters is that we get top 4. We make the Champions League. We get that money. We get the tickets. We get all that stuff. We get to put the pretty patch on the kits and then selling those kits for more. Get the TV rights, the TV money. Manchester City. You could have gone anywhere. If anywhere else. I mean, PSG's about to sell Mbappe. You're telling me that if you don't wait a couple of days, PSG ain't gonna scoop you up? You're telling me that deal's not possible? They're literally about to sell Mbappe. And so you would just be like a free. You could basically join them on a free. They'd still profit after scooping you up. You could go anywhere. You're Cristiano Ronaldo. You just up in one day just told Allegri and told Juventus, you know what? Don't play me today. Don't start me today. I'm sitting on the bench today. I want out of here. That's how much power you have. If you want something, they will come to you. They will answer your phone calls. They will give you a yes or no. As far as I know, the only option that you truly are seeking out is Manchester City. What to give to the man who has everything and still wants more? So you go to City. They're going to spend, they were going to spend way more on Harry Kane anyway. So what's a season or two of doing that? So you go to City. You win a Prem. Potentially win a Champions League. You can potentially bring the first Champions League title to Manchester City. That is just a horrible, horrible picture. And once again, City fans, I truly don't expect you to understand how this is. I don't even like. I don't even know what's comparable. Like if Aguero went and wanted to come here, I guess. But this is Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the first or second greatest footballer ever. Ever. And his story is the modern story of Manchester United. That story is and so many other players, that common connective tissue runs red in Manchester. And you just want to burn that down. God, that's so scummy. And it's my fault. It's all of our faults for thinking that you cared. You might have cared at some point whenever it was convenient for you, whenever you knew that you're going to stay at Real Madrid and that there was never any kind of thing about where you're going. Whenever it was convenient for you, you were loyal. Whenever it was convenient for you, you loved us. You talked about being loyal to that. But now, you're older. Now you don't want to play for Juventus because you don't feel they can compete. But where do you want to go? You want to go to the European runners-up. If that was PSG or Bayern, another club in Italy, they were the runners-up in Europe, I'd say, you know what, makes sense. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the best. He's got to play with the best, for the best, to bring out the best in everyone around him. But in this scenario, it is Manchester City. And after looking at that, you went, Manchester City? Probably double-checked it. Yeah, let's do it. Shame on me. Shame on us for thinking you were better than that. For years defending you, for years, just being grateful and knowing. Great servant to the club. Went on to do great things. But never, ever would this ever come up as a hypothetical. Cristiano Ronaldo to Man City? You would be laughed at. But now, we're the ones being laughed at. Oh, how the turntables. It's been a decade of just obscurity and lowered expectations and failures and getting close to the top, just falling short. Can they reclaim their glory? Oh, and just come so close. But this is the final nail. This is the final nail. Because after you sign for Manchester City, we are officially just a joke. A joke. A big ol' expensive joke. We knew we were a joke before, but we always had that hope. That hope. Well, we got in Sancho. Should have got him last year, but we got him. In on a deal. Got Varane on a great deal. All right. Now, how about we do what, any other big club does, like a Chelsea or anything, and start offloading some deadwood, some players that are not going to play for us. That way we can balance the books. That way we could potentially just use money that we get from those sales to then continue to improve the team. You just don't do that. We're going to loan out the kids, and then we're just going to give extensions to people. West Ham wants Jesse Lingard. Not for enough. We're going to lose Pogba on a free transfer next year. But there was always that hope. That we could get the next signing. We could maybe get the deal done. That maybe we can actually get our stuff together and make a real run at this title or get some silverware again. Ollie's at the wheel. Tell me, how good does it feel? Bruno. He's Portuguese just like Cristiano. How am I supposed to sing that now? Viva la Ronaldo. How is anything like that ever just supposed to be sung again? It's like this is the day the music died. Suddenly there was hope. Just a dimmer. It's a dim bit of light. You can almost see it just. And then you just fucking threw it away. This sucks. And at this point, once you make that walk, you sign those papers, you take those pictures, and you wear that light blue, and you do great things for them. That's the day the music died. And that the club you claim to be loyal to, and that you loved, officially, besides the banter, besides the pundits, besides the Twitter eggheads, officially became a joke. And you helped do the little doo-doo-ts. You helped with the punchline. Sucks. Just sucks. I just want to keep talking, but I don't. I really don't. I'd much rather just go right there, curl up in a little ball, and then just sink into myself again. I even got the lights are blue in here. I'm just really torturing myself, aren't I? Manchester City. Maybe all those things they say about you are true. Maybe all those things they say about you are true. The claims of... I'm not going to say it. But all those times that I and others dismissed them because of what we thought of you, gone. Maybe they're true. Because from what I've seen, you are capable of some terrible things. And you don't seem to care about what others think. What do you give to the man who has everything? Whatever he points to. And there's nothing you can do about it.